Learning a new language can feel like climbing a mountain. While grammar books and vocabulary lists are important tools, they often don't prepare us for real-world conversations. This is where graded readers come in. They're like friendly guides who help you climb that mountain at your own pace, making sure you're comfortable every step of the way. What are graded readers? Imagine walking into a library where all the books are specially written just for you, matching your current language level perfectly. That's exactly what graded readers are. These books are carefully crafted stories that use controlled vocabulary and grammar structures, getting gradually more complex as you progress. They're like training wheels for your language learning journey, giving you the confidence to read and understand without feeling overwhelmed. Key features of graded readers. Controlled vocabulary. Think of graded readers as having different layers of vocabulary. At the beginner level, you'll find books using only the most common 500 to 1,000 words in a language. As you move up, more words are gradually introduced. This careful control ensures you're not trying to learn too many new words at once. Natural language flow. Despite using simpler vocabulary, these books maintain natural conversation patterns. The language feels authentic, not robotic or overly simplified. It's like having a conversation with a friend who knows exactly how to speak at your level. Progressive difficulty. Just like a video game with different levels, graded readers come in series that gradually increase in complexity. You might start with books labeled Level 1 or Starter and work your way up to more advanced levels as your confidence grows. Why small talk matters. Small talk is often dismissed as unimportant chatter, but it's actually the foundation of human connection. It's how we break the ice, build relationships, and feel comfortable in social situations. For language learners, mastering small talk is crucial because building social connections. When you can engage in casual conversations about the weather, weekend plans, or local events, you're not just exchanging words, you're building bridges between cultures. These seemingly simple exchanges help you feel like part of the community rather than an outsider. Developing cultural understanding. Through small talk, you learn about local customs, social norms, and cultural references. You discover how people in different cultures approach casual conversations, what topics are considered appropriate, and how to navigate social situations gracefully. Gaining confidence. Every successful small talk interaction is a win. Each time you successfully chat about everyday topics, your confidence grows. This confidence spreads to other areas of language use, making you more willing to take on bigger language challenges. The challenge of small talk for language learners. Common obstacles, speed, and spontaneity. Natural conversations happen quickly, with little time to mentally translate or search for words. This speed can be intimidating for language learners who are used to carefully constructing sentences in their heads. Cultural differences. What's considered appropriate small talk varies greatly between cultures. Topics that are perfectly normal in one culture might be taboo in another. This cultural navigation adds another layer of complexity to language learning. Anxiety and fear. The fear of making mistakes or being misunderstood can be paralyzing. Many learners know the vocabulary and grammar but freeze when it's time to actually speak. How graded readers help with conversational confidence. Natural language exposure. Graded readers expose you to natural conversation patterns in a stress-free environment. You can take your time, reread passages, and absorb the language at your own pace. This exposure helps you internalize common phrases and expressions that you can later use in real conversations. Context-rich learning. Instead of memorizing isolated phrases, graded readers present language in meaningful contexts. You see how words and expressions are used in real-life situations, making them easier to remember and use appropriately. Building reading fluency. The more you read, the more automatically you process language. This automaticity transfers to speaking and listening skills. When you consistently read at your level, your brain becomes better at recognizing and producing language patterns quickly. Practical benefits of using graded readers. Vocabulary development. Natural repetition. Important words and phrases appear multiple times throughout a book, reinforcing your learning without feeling like drilling. Contextual learning. New vocabulary is introduced in clear contexts, making it easier to understand and remember the meanings. Gradual expansion. Your vocabulary grows naturally as you progress through different levels of readers. Grammar mastery. Pattern recognition. Regular exposure to correct grammar structures helps you internalize them without explicit study. Natural usage. You see how grammar points are used in real communication rather than isolated exercises. Progressive complexity. Grammar structures are introduced gradually, allowing you to master basics before moving to more complex patterns. Choosing the right graded readers. Assessing your level. The 95% rule is a good guideline. You should understand about 95% of the words on a page without using a dictionary. This ensures the reading is comfortable enough to be enjoyable, but challenging enough to promote learning. Selecting topics. Choose books that interest you. Whether you enjoy mysteries, romance, or nonfiction, there's likely a graded reader that matches your interests. Your motivation to read will be much higher when you're genuinely interested in the content. Format considerations. Physical books versus digital readers. Both have their advantages. Physical books offer a tactile experience and freedom from screen time, while digital readers often include audio recordings and interactive features. Audio companions. Many graded readers come with audio recordings. These are invaluable for improving pronunciation and listening skills. Supplementary materials. Look for readers that include glossaries, comprehension questions, or cultural notes to enhance your learning. Making the most of graded readers. Effective reading strategies. Regular reading habits. Set aside dedicated time each day for reading. Even 15 to 20 minutes can make a significant difference when done consistently. Active reading. Don't just passively read the words. Ask yourself questions about the story, try to predict what will happen next, and think about how you might describe the events to someone else. Repeated reading. Don't be afraid to reread books you've already finished. Each reading will help reinforce vocabulary and patterns while potentially revealing details you missed before. Combining reading with other activities. Shadow reading. Read aloud along with the audio recording to improve pronunciation and speaking fluency. Summarizing. Practice telling the story to someone else or writing short summaries to reinforce what you've learned. Role-playing. Use dialogues from the books as templates for practicing conversations with language partners. From reading to speaking, making the connection, building speaking confidence, familiar phrases. Graded readers expose you to common conversational phrases that you can start using immediately. Cultural understanding. Stories often include cultural situations and appropriate responses, helping you navigate real-life interactions. Mental scripts. Reading dialogues provides you with templates for common conversational scenarios. Practical application. Notice patterns. Pay attention to how characters start conversations, change topics, and end interactions. Collect phrases. Keep a notebook of useful expressions you find in your reading. Practice implementation. Try using one new phrase or expression from your reading each day in real conversations. Creating a supportive learning environment. Setting realistic goals. Start small. Begin with shorter reading sessions and gradually increase duration as your stamina improves. Track progress. Keep a log of books you've read and new vocabulary you've learned. Celebrate achievements. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Building a reading routine. Dedicated time. Choose a specific time each day for reading practice. Comfortable space. Create a pleasant reading environment free from distractions. Regular review. Periodically review what you've learned and how it's helping your conversation skills. Overcoming common challenges. Maintaining motivation. Join reading groups. Connect with other language learners who are using graded readers. Share progress. Talk about the stories you're reading with friends or language exchange partners. Set challenges. Create personal reading challenges like finishing one book per week, dealing with plateaus, mix things up. Try different genres or series when you feel stuck. Increase interaction. Find ways to discuss what you're reading with others. Review basics. Sometimes going back to easier levels can help reinforce fundamental skills. Graded readers are more than just simplified books. They're powerful tools for building language confidence and conversational ability. By providing controlled exposure to natural language in engaging contexts, they help bridge the gap between textbook learning and real-world communication. Remember that language learning is a journey, not a race. Graded readers allow you to progress at your own pace while ensuring you're consistently moving forward. As you read more, you'll find yourself naturally absorbing the patterns of the language, making small talk and everyday conversations feel increasingly natural and comfortable. The key to success with graded readers is consistency and patience. Start at a comfortable level, read regularly, and gradually challenge yourself with more complex materials. Before you know it, you'll find yourself engaging in conversations with greater confidence and ease, equipped with a rich vocabulary and natural understanding of how the language flows in real-life situations. If you want to level up your language skills without the stress, hit that subscribe button and join our community of confident learners. And hey, drop a comment below sharing your biggest small talk challenge. Let's conquer it together. See you in the next video where we'll keep making language learning feel like a conversation with a friend.